Hello everyone. I hope you are well and safe. Stay at home. Welcome to our lecture. We are here to understand the subject called direct and indirect taxes. Friends, in a welfare state, the government taxes primary responsibility for the welfare of its citizens. As in matter of the health care, education, employment, infrastructure, social security, and other development needs. To facilitate this government needs revenue. The taxation is the primary source of revenue to the government for incurring such public expenditure. In other words, government is taking taxes from public through its one hand and through another hand. However, no one enjoy handling over his hard-earned money to the government to pay taxes. Thus, taxes are compulsory or enforced contribution to the government revenue by public. So friends, we have ability enhancement course means subject in our TYBCom semester 5, and name of the subject is direct and indirect taxes. Under direct and indirect taxes in semester 5, paper 1 direct tax is there, and in semester 6, paper 2 indirect tax is there. So now question is why we call as direct and indirect taxes. Our subject name is direct and indirect taxes. So we should know about the meaning of direct and indirect taxes. Why we call our subject direct and indirect taxes, that we will discuss. Now, direct tax simply means which is directly paid to the government, and indirect tax means it is indirectly paid to the government. If a tax levied on the income or wealth of a person is paid by that person or his office directly to the government, that is called direct tax. Suppose if you earn salary income, and from this salary income if you pay some amount as a taxes to the government, so it is called direct tax. Now if you earn some amount of business profit, or if you are the professional person and you earn certain amount of fees, so some portion if you pay as per the government rate, tax rate, if you pay the taxes to the government, it is called as a direct tax. Now indirect tax, if the tax is levied means enforced on the goods or services of a person, is collected from the buyer by another person, seller, and paid by him to the government, is called indirect tax. Friends, when we purchase any goods, we pay the money to the shopkeeper. When we purchase any kind of product, we pay the money to the shopkeeper. Shopkeeper is a seller. He collect the taxes from you, and same amount of taxes paid to the government. It means it is collected from you. You means you are the consumer. So if it is collected from you, it is collected from consumer and paid to the government. Therefore, it is called indirect tax. which is indirectly paid, collected collect from someone else and paid by some another person. Now it is imposed on the income. A direct tax, it is imposed on income of a individual or person, and same person, same individual paid the tax. But in indirect taxes, it is imposed on seller. Government impose the indirect tax on seller, but collect from the consumer and paid by the seller. Now friends, if you earn maximum amount of money as a salary, as a business income, you have to pay maximum taxes. Now you have to pay more taxes. So tax burden in direct tax is called progressive tax. The tax burden is a progressive on the people. Therefore, we can say that our direct tax is a progressive tax. But indirect tax is totally opposite, because the rate of tax is flat to all on all individuals. Therefore, more and more individuals pay less and lesser portion of their income as a tax. Therefore, tax burden is a regressive. The indirect tax is a regressive tax. Tax evasion is possible under direct tax, but in indirect tax it is very difficult. Direct tax always help to reduce the inflation, but indirect tax contributes to increase the inflation. Whenever the any product services prices rises, automatically our inflation also increase. We cannot shift our income tax to some other person, but indirect tax is a burden shifted to another person. Now examples are direct tax, income tax, wealth tax, capital gain, securities transaction tax, perquisite tax. These are the examples of the direct tax. Indirect tax examples are good goods and service tax. It is now known as a GST, and excise duty. So see the friends, there is a difference between the direct tax and indirect tax. Now we will move further about our modules, and we will start semester 5. In that we will discuss about direct tax and what are the sections and what kinds of rules are there. It is a codified language, and direct tax has Income Tax Act, and Income Tax Act we will study in our next video. Thanks for listening.